All right. Hello. Hope this is operating a little new going on here. YouTube. A little different setup. Super excited to be on tonight. I'm going to try to get a couple things shared out here as we get fired up. Going to move a couple things. There we go. Hope everybody's had a great Tuesday. Man, this is a little different. Transitioning things off the Facebook platform a little bit. Just wanted to try something new more than anything. Capture some of this content on YouTube. Hopefully this is better. Give us some feedback on YouTube versus the Facebook Lives. Genuine ingratitude. The importance of it. I'm going to tie a couple things in and just kind of give my perspective on these two things. These are two very important words to myself, our practice, our life, our morals, what we stand for. And super excited to share with you. Hopefully this resonates. If it does, drop a note, drop a link, or drop a comment, drop a question, anything. Let us know that you're hearing us. Genuine ingratitude. There's 6 core values of our practice here at Vital Performance, and genuine ingratitude being really the first 2. Genuine is super important. There's one thing that we always want to be as a service provider in this area, as people, as a family, as a community, or seen within our community. Genuine is probably the first word that I think of and is the first core value of anything that I do and our practice. There was, a lot of things that we had thought through when we started beginning the core value talk, and it's what do we expect, but what do we also want to display? And genuine was one of them. And to be able to give people the raw, honest version of you and let them connect with who you actually are without a front, without a expectation, without a stereotype, without false pretenses, without being misunderstood and wondering if that's the actual you, or if that was just because you just met, or if that's just because you're trying to promote something. Genuine is one thing that we will always be and stand for and do. So it's super important for myself to always surround myself with genuine people, and also expect that from others. One thing you'll always get from us is honesty, truth, and our genuine selves. There is nothing we want more than the best for the people around us in our community, and whether it's in community itself, in health, in competition, in building a business, in growing a family. There's just being genuine and not beating around the bush, and knowing exactly what you're going to get from ourselves and what our intentions are very quickly is important to us. And one thing that we know in this office and what we've really attached to is we're not for everybody, and that's okay, but we're for you. And those people that are hearing that message, if you're in the you and you're hearing that end part of that message, we're for you and we have your back. And to know that somebody has your back and that you can call on them and that will shoot you straight and will encourage you and really just support you in any way possible and has your best interests in mind and will be honest with you throughout the duration of whatever it is you're going through in whatever avenue. That's super important to me. Some people like the sugar coach. Some people like different avenues of relationship, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But being genuine is some of the most important things to me. I would rather know than not know. I would rather somebody call me on something that maybe they misunderstood or didn't like, and any way that we can be better. I think being genuine at the core is a great opportunity to learn better faster. And so that's super important to me. I'm not great at anything. I'm willing to be great at everything. But if you think you know everything, you never learn anything. And being genuine enough to be like, you know what? Here's what I stand for. Here's what I think. And to have somebody to be authentic and genuine enough to be able to take the feedback you get from that, there can be a lot of learning and growth and development from that. And so that's why genuine is that's what I think of genuine as a whole. And that's kind of a long drawn out version and an explanation of why that's so important to one, myself, but to our practice. Dr. Lindsay and I, my family and our families, we are very, very genuine. You're going to know who we are. You're going to know what we stand for, and we're not judgmental at all, and we're not like over the top trying to teach you what we're about, but and be, oh well, if you like that, I think I can learn. No, 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 it's like this or this, but we're willing to give you what you want, but we're just going to tell you straight up what it is we think and what it is we value, and one, how we can help you. Like, what is it you think you can do to help me? This is what I think I can do. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, that's okay. It's we don't want to waste anybody's time. And being genuine, I think there's a lot of people that are appreciating that more and more, and it's super good to see, and something that we value a lot. So one thing that you can always guarantee from us is a genuine nature. Yeah, feel free to be that with us. We want to know who you are. We want to know what you value. This is a non-judgment zone at all. We don't dislike people because they don't align with us, but we want to know what people are about. We want to know what people are involved in, because it may very well align with us, and it's something that we can conspire in and really lock arms in or create camaraderie in, and that's super important. Uh, on the other side, gratitude is a lot of, I think, what a lot of us can probably work on is gratitude. And but gratitude is super important, and I'll be honest with you, it's one thing that I struggle in defaulting in, is gratitude, because I always want to do more from what I feel like, or what I might justify as from the right perspective. Is I always want to do more. It's like, how can I help you? But how can I help you more? Did I do enough? What else can I give you? What did I fail you on, even though I did something? But being grateful in the moment for the fact that I could do anything, or that we could do anything, or that we could provide something, or that our office or that our community could provide for a family, or whatever it might be, being grateful in that moment versus, well, I think I could have done this better, or I don't think this went the way I wanted it to go. Um, Being grateful in the moment for being asked or having the opportunity to do anything is super, super important. And gratitude from a perspective of what we do and being able to serve the people that we do. We tell people all the time here in the practice that, I'm super grateful to see you. I told somebody this morning, like, I am super grateful for you and your son. I just enjoy the hell out of you. And I thank you for trusting us, and just very grateful to be able to serve you guys and your families. And that's genuine, that's authentic. And but being grateful in that moment and letting people know that you're grateful for them or to serve them is can be vulnerable at times, but I believe is very, very important. So gratitude should be practiced in more ways than one. And I think taking a selfish approach to learning how to practice gratitude is a very, very good thing in whatever it is. Grateful for being able to wake up in the morning. Dave Meltzer, through our coaches, Sean and Lacey, we've gotten the pleasure of meeting Dave Meltzer, and his biggest thing is gratitude as well. And just in the morning, right away, I'm grateful to be awake. I'm grateful to be alive, and starting the day with that word alone, I think, can be very powerful. I'm grateful for the ability to dress my kids for school. I'm grateful for the ability for my kids to go to school. I'm grateful for the ability to have a job, to make the money, to have the means to do what we get to do, day in and day out and on the weekends. Uh, Gratitude is super, super under practiced and very, very overlooked and underestimated. And it's something that I personally want to be better with and being in a default from. But in this practice, I can tell you 100% myself, Dr. Lindsay, our team, our previous teams, our future teams will always be super, super grateful for the opportunity to serve who we get to serve who we're about to serve, and the community that we're involved in. I will tell you, and we just filmed a podcast today that's going to come out in a couple weeks with another local small business owner, actually three small businesses. And the gratitude that he had for us, but also the gratitude that he has for the community that's helped him thrive in his businesses and has continued to pour out to him, whether patronizing him or looking for how they can help more or how they can help who he's helping, has been super, super cool. And that's the people we want to align with, that are very genuine in nature and grateful for those people around them. So it's you'll find a lot of that in our practice, and I guess maybe that's a warning shot from this webinar, call it. This is just me being consistent and pouring into a community. I hope a lot of people end up seeing this, but you can always guarantee anything that our family's a part of, Dr. Lindsay's family's a part of, our team's a part of, you can always be guaranteed a genuine nature, and maybe not a default of gratitude, but just know we are always grateful to be able to serve more people, and we're always looking to be better in doing that. So if we serve you, or if we don't serve you yet, how can we best serve you? What is it you're looking for? Like, genuinely, what is it you're looking for? Whether it's healthcare, which is what we provide, community, which is what we're plugging into, whether it's help, whether it's foundation, whether it's whatever it is. How can we help you, and what are your genuine expectations, and what would you be grateful for coming out of that, and what are you grateful for? If there's anything that we've done for you, what are some of the things that you're grateful for that you've been able to do, maybe by way of us? And it's not from accolade to us, like, ooh, I helped you do that. That's not what I'm saying. But I will tell you that a lot of people's jobs and lives are very thankless and very much lacking gratitude. So I would say also, think of tomorrow, plugging in right away, and who can you proclaim, who can you really tell and be vocal to, and look straight in the eye and say, you know what, I just want you to know I'm super grateful for you. Thankful for what you've done and what you're doing in our community, or for myself, or for my kids. Teachers are some of the first people I think of. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a family member, but nothing like, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. It's like, man, I don't know, it just kind of puts me like in a weird, I just feel weird about that. Well, if you feel weird about that, it's probably right. And let somebody know that you are grateful for them. Like, hey, I super appreciate you, and say the word grateful. I am grateful for the opportunity. I am grateful for your family. I am grateful for what you did for us. If there's anything I can do for you in the future, I'd be more than happy to do that. Genuinely would be happy to do that for you, because people like you need to be more abundant in the world, which is another core value in our practice. But so that's a little bit of my views and a little bit of my perspective. This is not a teaching or a preaching, but just giving perspective and having the opportunity to maybe instill and empower a couple of things that are very important to us and very important to society, that we feel go very, very underrated, underseen, and unspoken, is a genuine nature and a gratitude for those around us. So don't be afraid to tell people you're grateful for them. I don't care if it's the worker across the counter, or, like I said, a family member, a teacher, a spouse, whoever it is. Be vulnerable, express gratitude, be genuine in that nature, and I think you'll find that goes a long, long way. It's you never know how much you say, or what you do. You never know how much that may reach somebody, or who that might reach, and how that might compound in going forward, and how that might change their day to then start the domino effect of genuine nature and gratitude, and who that can impact going forward that needed to have some more of that in that particular day or that particular time. With that being said, um, sounds like people can hear me. I got a couple comments. My beautiful wife, of course. Um, but genuine gratitude. We're going to go through a series here of a little bit of our what our core values are. Kind of expound on that and get my juices flowing on just some perspective and getting a little deeper thought process versus the everyday grind. I mean, this is the vital wire, not just the grind wire. We get so caught up in our everyday schedules and the grind of getting the kids to school or packing lunch or going to work and coming home and cooking dinner, and so giving some perspective and empowering people to think a little bit outside of the normal grind is what this is for as well. So any questions that come up, anything that comes to mind, any comments or experiences as this goes through, as we continue to grow this channel, this page, and this time here on some of these videos. We'd love to respond to some of that and engage with you guys on it. So go ahead and post it. Leave us a chat message as you're seeing this, or whenever you see this. We get notifications. You might not catch it live, but if you catch it afterwards, we'll do our best to respond. We love engaging with our community and the people who take the time to watch this. We are looking to bring some guests on to this particular hour. We've got our podcast rolling. If you, some people might have heard of that, but we've got some links that we'll probably post on here as well. But we want to bring guests on here for our quick 25, 35, 45 minute hour intense webinar here that we like to put on. So the vital hour, more or less. So, but we want to know what you guys want to know about, what we can bring perspective on, what you need lifted up in, or just some topics that I wouldn't say you want to learn about. We're not trying to teach, but some empowerment. It's more empowerment and drive and action and camaraderie, commitment, commonality, any topics that people would love to engage on. Just go ahead and post it. If we don't have an answer, or we don't know what we're going to navigate through that, we'll find somebody to come on with us and kind of get that conversation started. But the podcast is super good for that too. We've had a lot of fun. I enjoy having people in the room, Dr. Lindsay in the room with me to vibe on. We've had great leaders in small business and in the community that have been on the podcast already, that have we've picked some very genuine people that we are very grateful for, that are going to be the first couple guests coming out soon. So, but I'll tell you what, this will be a quick one this evening. Genuine in gratitude. Live it, proclaim it, take action in it. Be grateful every morning you get to have a morning. There's only so many sunrises we get. You might as well see them all. Be grateful that you get to see them all, and engage with who you get to engage with, and partake in what you get to partake in. There's so many times that we take for granted or take advantage of certain scenarios. Some days aren't as easy as others, but you know what? The gratitude should shine through, and be genuine. If you're having a day, it's okay to say you're having a day. Look to people that you can trust in. Look for people who you know can lift you up, that you can be vulnerable with, and be genuine in that nature of, you know what, I'm having a day. I want to express gratitude. I'm having trouble doing that today. Help me, please. And it's okay to do that, and then show gratitude when those people pick you up, lift you up, and help you move forward. So super grateful for those of you that are here this evening. Grateful for those of you that are going to see this in the future that might not be live. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you want to hear about. Give us some feedback. Follow us on Facebook, social media, Vital Performance Health and Wellness, across Instagram, Facebook, wherever else, social media. I know I end up on social media. I don't always know how I get there, but if you don't know where we're at, ask us what our links are. We'd be happy to share them with you. We're grateful for you guys. Be genuine. Have a great Tuesday night. See ya.